Hi everyone, I'm Manjeeta and welcome back for an interesting session on idioms. Before that, as most of you know, that I take personal one-on-one online coaching for spoken English personality development or confidence building. If you're interested, write me at learnenglishwithmanjeeta@gmail. Getting back to idioms, which is today's session. So what are idioms?
An idiom is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. It's a form of expression or idiomatic expression. We actually do not take the literal meaning of each word, but we use the complete idiom in the form of an expression or to communicate something.
So as you know, idioms are commonly used expressions which can be used in daily walk of life. Today we will cover 10 easy and important idioms which you can use daily. They are very simple, very common and quite impressive and powerful when used. So let's start with the first idiom. Well, before that, I'll tell you how the drill for today's session would be. I will be reading the idiom to you and I'll be making sentences out of it so that you can start guessing the meaning of the idiom into the sentences, and then I'll be explaining the exact meaning of that idiom. Okay? So let's not waste time and start with our very first idiom. Build castles in the air. Yes. Well, let's say a sentence would be, can you stop building castles in the air and get back to work? Or, she always builds castles in the air. Don't believe her. So what do you think the meaning is? Well, it means daydreaming. Yes, because of course you can't build castles in the air. So it's used for daydreaming. Okay? And try making sentences on your own with build castles in the air. We'll move on to the next idiom, and that is once in a blue moon. So the sentence is, you hardly come to see me. You come once in a blue moon. Or, I haven't seen him quite often there. He often comes once in a blue moon. Well, it means rarely, not quite often. Once in a blue moon, because blue moon is quite rare. So that's how you use this term. Okay? We'll move on to the third idiom. The next idiom is quite exciting. It's after a fruit. Well, it means to go bananas. So let me tell you the sentence. You better keep your room clean before I come. I don't want to go bananas. Or, there was just so much of work for me. I was going bananas. So what did you guess what the meaning is? Well, it means to go crazy, to go mad. Right? Try using this with your siblings, your friends, or anyone, for yourself as well. Feel a bit under the weather. Now listen carefully to this one because it's quite commonly used, especially by people who are working professionals. Well, you can also use in your school or college. So the sentence will be, I would like to take a sick leave today as I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Or, I didn't go to work yesterday, or I didn't go to school yesterday because I was feeling a bit under the weather. So what does it mean? Could you guess it? Well, it means feeling unwell, feeling sick. Okay? So let's go on to the next idiom of ours. This quite interesting. Imagine you've asked your spouse or your family member or your sibling or your friend to buy you something which is very dear to you, and the person says, oh my god, I cannot buy you that because it would cost me an arm and a leg. Or This car which I bought costed me an arm and a leg. So what does it mean? Well, it means that the thing is very, very expensive. Okay? Yes, so try making a sentence for someone you know or for yourself. Like if you go to buy something and you can't afford it at that point in time. So this is how you're going to use it, right? We'll move on to the next sentence of ours, which is quite common, and people used to tell me this every time, and that is, it's all in your head. Okay, so the sentence could be, come on, ghosts don't exist. It's all in your head. Or, are you really serious about that? I don't think that's going to work out. It's all in your head. Which means that it's an imaginary thing you're thinking of. It's an imagination. It cannot come true. Or it does not exist in reality. Okay? Well, it's all in your head. The next one could be quite prevalent because a lot of parents might use it for their kids or even teachers, and that is get out of hand. So let's say the sentence goes that, thank God the police came in time before the mob could get out of hand. Or, the teacher was quite strict and did not let the students get out of hand. So what does it mean? It means out of control. Okay? Get out of hand, out of control. Well, we will move on to the next one, the next idiom, and that's the 8th idiom of ours, which is my favorite because I remember there was a phase in my life, probably teenage or a few years after that, and I use this a lot, and that's hands down. Yes, hands down. Well, I'm sure I'm going to get promoted, hands down. Or, she had to win this competition, hands down. So what does hands down mean? Could you guess it? It means without a doubt, definitely, certainly, hands down. Okay? Try using it for something or someone whom you want to express this feeling or this emotion to, right? With that, let's come to another idiom with hands, and that is, my hands are full. Well, it actually means that my hands are full, but when do we use it? So let's say I tell this to my boss, I'd love to work on that presentation of yours, but my hands are full. Or, I've taken up too many classes in a day, my hands are so full. So what does it mean? It means that you're too busy, you have a lot of things to do. So you cannot do that particular thing because your hands are full. Okay? And here comes the last one, and this you can use for anyone whom you don't like or anything which you don't like, right? And that is a pain in the neck. Well, the sentence would be that new employee or that new student who's just come is a real pain in the neck. Or, I don't want to go for tonight's dance class because it's a pain in the neck. Okay? So what does it mean? It means someone or something is really annoying to you. Alright? So here we are with 10 simple, interesting but easy idioms which you can definitely use in your daily walk of life. I have quickly made around 20 sentences in front of you. You see, it's so simple. So here's your homework. What you can do is you can pause after each idiom of mine, listen to the 2 sentences I have made for that particular idiom, and make 2 of your own. It's that simple. And when you invest time in making sentences, trust me, you will remember it. And within no time, you will learn all these 10 idioms. Why don't we do one thing? Why don't you write your sentences into the comments below, and let's see how interesting your sentences are. Okay, try making short, simple, easy sentences because the main aim is to understand the idiom and use it correctly in your daily walk of life. Well, till then, help others by sharing this video, and if you found it even this much useful, then do like, subscribe and comment. Bye-bye! Happy learning, and I will be coming up with more interesting and easy ways of learning English. Take care and remember, you are my rock star.